Oh yeah, Michelle Alanimala. Ole, Pauline, Badu.
You know be me, we do nothing.
You know be me.
I just have a good father. He
Charlie,
knows everything I need.
I
He
need.
won't hold it back from me. He said, make you no worry.
I did see.
Everything too
Hard for me.
for as long as you see.
Hello and welcome to the Science Digest Show. Science Digest Show, I am Nafiko, brought to you by SMC Consult. So much for Christ. SMC Consult to the ends of the world. SMC Consult is proudly supported and assisted by many other organizations and companies such as Aspire Mineral Water, professional bread makers at Medina or North Legon, and also Brainwork Educational Consult. We are also assisted by Advocate Healthcare. On the show today, we have an interesting guest. She's an engineer and to be specific, a civil engineer, of course, and she trained at KNUST. But she'll tell us more about herself as the interview gets better and hotter. On the show today, we have no other than my mate from GSS. She's called Eunice Attafuah. I think maybe we should add her other names to it. Welcome, Eunice.
Okay, thank you very much, of Adam Nana.
Okay. So, what's your name? What's your full name? Our engineer.
Okay, my name is Eunice Attafuah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, who is Eunice? Tell us about yourself.
Who is Eunice? I usually do not enjoy answering this question, but I'll
Why?
try and give a brief about myself.
Okay, that's fine.
So, Eunice is my name, Eunice Attafuah is my name. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I was trained at KNUST, that's Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Kumasi,
Wow.
Ghana.
Okay.
I had my basic education at St. Andrews and Presec Staff Schools. Then I moved to St. Rose's Senior High School for my senior
Roses.
high education. And then I went to,
Okay.
yes, Roses.
So, are you a Tamlin or what are you?
Yeah, I'm a Tamlin, 2011, I'm a Tamlin.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so basically that's me.
Interesting. Okay, so
Right now I'm working as an engineer at the local government, Ewutu Senya East Municipal Assembly.
okay.
And then I teach part-time somewhere else. Yes. Basically
That's about it. Okay, so can you give us your good times maybe in primary GSS and then maybe in secondary school? Your very good times that you had.
Oh, okay. So let me start from primary. Primary, I don't remember much about what went on in primary, but I remember I had some really good friends who are still with me now, and they encourage me when I need encouragement. And yeah, I cannot remember any particular moment. No, I don't think I can. But I remember my friends. I remember Janet, Mami, Abedu, all the crew from science. And was it 2B?
Yeah.
1C, 2B, then 3B. Yeah. I remember everyone, but I don't remember any particular moment that I can talk about.
Okay.
Then to senior high school, St. Rose's. St. Rose's was full of a lot of drama. Yes. Most of the times that I enjoyed in St. Rose's were with my dorm mates. So in Rose's we used to be 12 in a dorm maximum, and it's only your year group. So we were 12 first years. We were in the same dorm from first year till the final year. So we built sort of a bond, and it was always nice having everyone around in the dorm.
Interesting. You don't miss your spring rolls and salad.
Oh, I don't really miss it because I'm at a stage where I can prepare it myself if I want to.
Wow.
So it will even be nicer than what I used to do.
Wow.
Yes.
Now you guys
It
are
was
enjoying it.
actually supposed nutritious. Yes, yes, yes. We were told that it's very nutritious and it's help us in our development. So we try to enjoy it when
Wow.
it was served.
I think it was Saturday afternoon, eh?
Yes, Saturday afternoons. Saturday
I
afternoon.
remember we
Yeah.
came for a science fair in your school, and then my mom was like, "You guys have spring rolls and salad." I was wondering what it was actually
You were wondering.
until I was told what it was, and I was like,
Of your viewers who are not aware what spring rolls and salad in St. Rose's means, you
"Okay,
would want to let
I think
them
you
know.
should. I think you should be the one to explain since you're a beneficiary of it. I don't know much about it. At this
The
point,
famous
mhm.
spring rolls and salad is cassava
Okay,
and cassava and contomere leaves, or sometimes cassava leaves
okay,
mixed together to the sauce. Yes, very rich in nutrients and all that. Yes.
so viewers, in a nutshell, they
So
were eating
that's
the
what
whole
we.
cassava. They were eating the whole cassava from the leaves to the.
Yeah, yeah. We were making good use of our indigenous food. I mean,
Okay,
yes, we
okay,
were practicing local food and stuff. So yeah,
okay. So that was a bit of economics over there, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so to university, Kwame Nkrumah University of Sorrows and Tears. That's what we learned here called Sorrows and Tears. Was it full of sorrow and tears for you? Civil engineering, how was it?
Well, for me, I'm the type I don't like to put myself under a lot of stress. Okay, so though the course was very stressful for some people, to me it wasn't that stressful. Like I refuse to be stressed, so it wasn't that stressful for me. Basically, the whole like a lot of the stress is in first year to third year, I think.
Okay,
When first year you are being introduced to the concept of civil engineering, what you would be learning as a civil engineer, how you are going to affect the society that you live in and the world at large. Yes. So civil, it can be stressful, but it depends on how you see it and then how you try to approach the struggles that you come across.
okay, that's fine. This show is proudly supported by Aspire Drinking Water. Aspire Drinking Water, what is your aspiration? Do you want to be like Eunice, who is a civil engineer? Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be anything in the world? Just drink Aspire Drinking Water. You can reach them on the number 020-556-4432. That is 020-556-4432. We are also supported by Advocate Healthcare on the number 027-282-4560. 027-282-4560. So Eunice, let's go into the course content. Let's say I'm from secondary school and I finished fresh, like those just finished
Okay.
this year. And let's say through you
Okay.
or through anybody else, I've gotten an inspiration to read civil engineer. What does it take to read civil engineer?
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. So to be a civil engineer, basically your math has to be good
Okay,
because we work with a lot of computations and things like that. And then you should have a bit of your physics and your chemistry. Not so in depth in chemistry, but then you should have your physics and then your math, basically. Yes. So I
okay,
think the passes that you need, English, maths, the general science, if that's in inter-science also, inter-science, then you physics, chemistry, e-math, yes,
okay, okay.
that's it.
Wow. So you're saying you would need between O six and what?
You need between O six and I think 10. I'm not sure. Or 8. 8. Yes, or
Okay.
8. I think
Oh,
or
eight.
8 to be a regular student.
Okay. 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 Wow. So, what were the courses that you had to do, let's say, in first year, courses that you did in second year, courses you did in maybe third year, and then final year? I think I remember you guys carrying drawing boards. Every engineer was carrying a drawing board.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
reminded me of Mr. Aja.
Oh yeah, that's our pre-technical skills teacher, right?
Exactly.
He was very good. And funny enough, at JHS, I wasn't so into pre-tech like
Okay.
that. Like I didn't really love pre-tech, but it's ended up that I had to be using a drawing board to be doing my stuff.
Okay.
It was interesting. So basically, in the first year, you are introduced to civil engineering field where you do courses like elementary structures, which introduces you to structural engineering. You do fluid mechanics, which introduces you to water. You do, I think you do a bit of everything to mechanical engineering, you do electrical engineering also. You do just a bit of everything engineering, all right? So
Okay.
I think there was this course, is it engineering technology or so, engine tech, yes, where you go around labs and you are introduced to different machines which are used in the various engineering disciplines. So
Okay.
they try to give you an understanding on the whole engineering field whilst they are still focusing on civil in the first year.
Okay.
All right. Then when you move to the second year, it becomes a little focused on civil more, where you do soil mechanics, you do another course in fluid mechanics, that's fluid two. You do another course in structures, that's theory of structures, and then transportation in engineering as well. So basically, let me be quick to mention that when you take civil engineering as a discipline, okay, it has 5 or 4 other sub-disciplines under it. We have structural engineering, we have transport and highway engineering, we have water and wastewater engineering.
Okay.
Then we have geotechnical engineering as well. So
Wow.
these are the 4 major disciplines under the mother civil engineering.
Right.
So as a civil engineer, you would basically, as you move towards your final year, you'll be given the options to choose which fields that you would prefer to major in. So
Okay.
in the third year, you do more of design. So if it's structures, you do reinforced concrete design, you do steel design, you do water supply, you do environmental engineering, like you do courses which will help you to master the civil engineering discipline. And then in your final year, you now focus on what you actually want to do. So whether it's water, whether it's waste, whether it's highway, whether it's geotech, whether it's structures, you choose your discipline and then you focus on that. So the civil engineering course is a 4-year program. That's for the BSc, is a 4-year program. So throughout the 4 years, they try to equip you with courses that will help you to become a better engineer and then to solve problems that are faced in society. So basically, as civil engineers, our main problem or our major aim is to solve problems that society faces day in and day out. So if
Interesting.
there's a water crisis, like if there's no water in an area, as civil engineers, we would come in to ensure that they get water. If there is no school in the area, as civil engineers, we'll come in to build a school for them. of course, once the funds are available, we would be able to actually work. But in the absence of funds, we cannot do much. So yeah,
Okay,
basically that's the whole thing about civil engineering in the university as
that's
a
fine.
BSc undergraduate level.
Okay, so what was your project work on? Or where did you do your final year
Okay,
specialty?
for my undergraduate, so in the final year, I majored in water resources. I majored in transport or highway engineering. So my thesis was in highway. It was a highway project where I looked at the causes of congestion in the central business district of Kumasi. So
Oh,
there
okay.
was a lot of vehicular congestion at a section of the CBD. Okay, so my major task was to find out what was the problem, what was actually causing the congestion in that area. So yes, that's what I did. But then moving on, I moved away from the highway and then I went to focus more on my first lab, that is water resources engineering.
Okay.
So I did my master or my second degree water resources engineering,
Okay.
still under civil engineering, as I explained.
Okay. So this your project that you did. What did you find as the cause?
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think that was 5 or 6 years ago. If I remember correctly, it was the road there. I think there was a rail crossing the road, and to be able to cross the road, I think you would have to slow down. So that was causing a backlog of vehicles over there. And then another problem was the width of the road also. It was narrow. And I think it was also rush hour. So very early in the morning or late in the evening when everyone had closed from work, those were the times that the congestion was happening. Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's all I remember. Yeah.
Wow. So let's come to your masters. What did you do?
So with my master's thesis, I looked at assessing the small hydropower potential of the Ankobra River.
Okay.
Basically, what I did was to give a brief background about my project. We can get energy from water, okay, from moving water. So basically, my project was to try and look for points or locations along the river where energy can be harnessed from the flow of the river.
Okay.
That's the yeah.
Wow. So you did your masters in
So
what?
the master's was in water resources engineering, and
Wow.
it was
So,
also a second year sponsored
okay.
by the World Bank under the Africa Center of Excellence program. So
Interesting.
I did the program under Regional Water and Environmental Sanitation Center in Kumasi.
Wow.
Yes, so they funded the research, they paid for the tuition, and yes, I just had to study and make them proud. So I
Interesting.
did that.
So that means that water sanitation is something that you can easily handle for us.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. But especially in Ghana, I keep telling people I meet that in Ghana, we've reached a point where our sanitation crisis cannot be solved by just one person.
Okay.
You can have all the great ideas, you can have all the policies, you can have the laws, you can have the everything. Without the people appreciating the need to have safe clean water and then live in a environmentally friendly area, we cannot go anywhere. We can't. There's if we ourselves as a people, if we are not willing to change our attitudes, if we are not willing to appreciate the need for living in a clean environment and therefore doing things to make our environment clean, then no, we need to accept that as a people we have failed in that aspect and then work towards achieving a better environment for all of us. Funny enough, we do things now without thinking about the consequences on our children and then our children's children, that's the future generations. So until we realize that we are just in this country or we are just where we are for a short time and that people also come and take over from us. So
Yeah.
in as much as we are trying to live our life, make ends meet, we should try and think about what our children will also get from where they are living and all. And basically, that's the concept of the SDGs. Yes, which was usually the MDG also.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, it has to do with the people. We have to make the conscious efforts to change, and then the change can work for us.
Sure, sure, absolutely. I think I agree with you that we need a conscious effort as citizenry, as people, as a nation to force things to change. But people also think we can start with an individual commitment to change. And so I think maybe in your small sphere of influence, maybe you can start
Yes,
something.
yes.
Before later, we'll recognize you as a minister in charge of natural resources and disaster
You know,
management.
in people have been doing things on their own. Like there are a lot of people who have tried to do things in their own small ways to
Yeah.
try and help in the facing crisis. Yes, but then so a journey of 1,000 steps begins with just 1,000 miles begins with just one step. You see, we are at the point where if I do it alone, it's not enough anymore. We need more people to be doing it. So right now, we need to create the awareness that it's necessary. It's very critical that we try and do things in a sustainable manner, thinking about our future generations and other people who come so that we can keep this minute because without that we can work individually but then it will not really amount to much unless we collectively decide to work.
Sure, I get you. All right. So you and engineering, I mean females and engineering, how is it like? What's your
Oh,
take? How many were you in your class?
female, okay. I think that the whole class was about 150 initially, but before the sector reduced. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes. So as I was saying, we were about 150 in the class before we reduced as the years went by. But there were about, I think, 23 or 25 females in the class.
Okay.
Initially, I don't remember what happened at the latter part, but as people kept joining, females also kept withdrawing from the course. So yes, you know, engineering itself is a male-dominated field. Okay,
Mm,
so being a female civil engineer, sometimes it's fun because when you go to the field, they don't really think that you are anyone, so to say, and then you are introduced as a civil engineer, and they're like, hey, wow, oh really? So they give you all the accolades and all the funds, and now when you begin to work with them and you try to give them instructions, in a part of the world, I don't know why, but it's hard for males to accept instructions from females. I don't know what the problem is, but it's happened. So you need to sort of prove yourself that even though you are a female, you know what you are doing and what you are about. So therefore, they have to give you the needed respect that you deserve. Yeah. So you just have to do extra. So probably a male counterpart will be doing something, but then you would have to do extra to prove yourself.
Okay.
That's the challenge that we go through as female engineers.
Um, so, did you like Indian maths?
Oh, at some point I did. At some point I did. Funny enough, engine math has a way of making you learn. I just don't know. It will make you learn. In engine math, it will humble you to the to the minimum. Ensure that you will sit behind your books and then learn. I don't know how they manage to do that. And after a while, you appreciate the need for learning that course or as an engineer, and then you would cope with it. So there were times in the exam room where you are an eye into the paper already, but your answers are not even close to finishing. And then you have to find a way. You have to find a way to make sure that redeem the remaining time. So yeah, and then it applies to our life as engineers, because there'll be projects which is running, and then all of a sudden if you are not careful, you'll be working behind schedule. So you would have to now find a way to make sure that you can work to meet the the end of the project date. So
Okay.
it's not really far from whatever we go through as engineers. It's not really far from what happens on the field or what happens outside of school.
Interesting.
Yeah, engine maths was a very troublesome one. Interesting one though. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
bringing back memories from
Yeah, I should. I'm,
that day.
I'm going to bring one more memory. I think you remember
Okay.
your maths teacher, Mr. Kwampa.
Yeah. Mr. Compa. Oh, my favorite. No, not my favorite, but one of my favorite math teachers. It's been a
Okay.
long time I heard from him.
Sure.
It's been long, but he was also very good.
Mm,
I think one of the exams, the mocks, I wasn't well, so I didn't really do well. And this man called me and was like, why didn't I do well? What's going on with me? And he called my dad. Like, he called my dad and was trying to let him appreciate the fact that I didn't do well. And so something has to be done urgently, because I'm close to my BC and I cannot afford to not to do well.
uh,
Yeah. He really helped.
okay.
Yeah.
Sure. And then
Pampa,
maybe for
pampa.
social studies, Talabi and then
Yeah, Mr. Labby, and then the other man, what's his name? I forgot. Is it Mr.
a champon.
Ejapon?
A champon.
A champon. Yes. It's a champon.
Interesting.
Oh, yes. But I wasn't so much a fan of social studies, even
Mm,
though Yes, my dad was also a social guy, but I wasn't too much of a social freak. I was more interested in the sciences and the maths and all that. Social was
Okay.
never my thing.
Okay. So what would be your advice to up and coming engineers and especially females who want to take up engineering?
Okay, so let me speak to the females first. Hello, females who want to join our field. I think it's a great decision you've taken. I salute you for that. But it's not enough to just take the decision. You need to work hard. There are times where you feel broken, you feel like you cannot move on. But trust me, we all went through it. You would be able to overcome with determination, with the willingness to learn. You should be ready to learn. Don't worry who is teaching you. Just have an open mind and be ready to learn. You would overcome it. Trust me. And to anyone else, both males and females who want to enter into engineering, engineers, or for that matter, civil engineers are the people that make the world habitable. Without us, the world will not be so much fun. So you are entering into a field that is very crucial to human development. So I would entreat you to put in your all. Don't try and then pile up your notes and wait till the last minute. Just keep working from day one, little steps at a time, and then in the end you overcome all your struggles and you can come out successful.
Wow, that was a nice one.
That's it.
Who would you give some shout outs to?
Okay, so to my parents, my mom, Madam Sophia Doko, and my dad, Professor Godijima, I would want to thank them for helping me to become somebody. Shout outs to my siblings, Daniel and Sylvia, to all my friends, all my fathers, all my mothers, my cousins, and my friends from my master's class, from my BSc, from HS, everyone. And to your cherished viewers, I'm sure without them, this program wouldn't have come far. So I greet them also. I want to encourage them to continue sharing your videos. They should encourage people to click the subscribe button and let's take Science Digest to the ends of the world.
Wow, that's a nice one there. Science Digest Show here, Yamna Fiko Fiko was brought to you by Brainwork
Thank you.
Educational Consults on the number 0554 597625, and then also Aspire Drinking Water 020 556 We are normally clothed by Offer Clothing, and you can reach Offer Clothing on the number 0242 117725. We are also assisted by Good and Sustainable Medical Outreach. You can reach Gasmo Good and Sustainable Medical Outreach on the number 02480 31796. 31796. Advocate Healthcare. Trust Advocate Healthcare for both medical and dental needs. You can reach them on the number 027 Advocate Healthcare is located at Lakeside Estate. And then also we have Meditouch Physiotherapy located at Tema in Community 11, opposite the Tema Women's Hospital in the same complex building with the Tema Church of Pentecost area office. You can reach them on the number 02054 Normally, our photography and video works is by Pandit Photography and Therapics. You can reach them on the number 0554 8075 and 054 We are also supported by a bread company known as Professional Bread Bakers. They make any kind of bread for your breakfast. So Eunice, you can count on them. You and your assembly people, you can count on them for some bread. You can also count for them for brunch entertainment parties. They have banana bread, chocolate bread, coconut bread, any kind of bread, and it's just very affordable too. You can read it on the number 024-158-7582, They are also assisted by Quick Med in Adenta behind the Catholic Church in Commandos. All right. So, Eunice, what will be your last and final words before we wrap up?
Okay, my final words is that science rules the world. I'm sorry to the other discipline, but the truth is science rules the world. So if you find yourself anywhere in science, just hold your heads up. Be proud that you are a part of the people trying to make the world a better place and ruling the world. So put in your all, never lose hope, believe in your God, be ready to learn, humble yourself, basically. And don't forget to subscribe to the Science Digestion.
Well, that's
Tell
a
your
nice
friends
one.
and let their friends also hear about it.
Sure. So our aim is to go to the ends of the world and push Science Africa around, and then also get global scientists on board the show. So you can hit us up on the number 054-859-3815 if you want to be on this show or you want to support 054-859-3815. Science Digest Show. We say, yeah, I'm not fickle. All right. So shout out to Dr. Bidia Kubowan at Kolebu Surgical Unit, yeah, Surgical 4 to be precise, and Dr. Mamia Kusia Incubusiako, and then also to Dr. Sandra Hewlett, and then also to Dr. Cynthia Menin Dankwa, and the current Vice Chancellor of KNUST, Professor Rita Dixon. They say we are grateful to all the
Oh,
support we get from
on
everybody.
that note, let me give
Okay.
a shout out to all my lecturers and my professors, especially
Sure.
my MSc supervisors, Dr. Animedu and then Dr. Eric Oswenji.
Wow.
I'm grateful for their guidance to make my project a very good one, and to my professors, Professor Odai and then Professor Ejare.
Okay.
I thank them for making me who I am today. I'm very grateful. Then all
Yeah.
the teachers, all the lecturers in the several departments in KNUST, I'm grateful.
Sure. That's a nice one there. So seeing all your gettings, get God, SMC Consult, so much for Christ, SMC Consult, to the ends of the world, and Science Digest Show for the last time we say, yeah, yeah, I'm not
Yeah, man.
See you next time on the show. It's bye for now.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to Eunice. Bye.
Jerusalema, ikayalami.